What a great run there. I love DKC2, one of my all-time favorites. Thank you so much, Ryan, for a fantastic showing of a fantastic game. And thank you all who have contributed during that run and throughout the day today. I am Dayman. I'm going to be taking over as host here for the next couple of games. We've got Donkey Kong Country Returns HD by Riekelt, and then we've got Anika's bringing us DKC3 All Banana Birds. It's going to be a great time. Stay tuned. We're just finishing our setup for the next run. We'll be back very soon.
To just vamp? Okay. I'm Tomato Anus. I was told I have to vamp for a minute. I don't know what's going on back here. I was podcast with CJitsallGewd. Film is okie dokie. I hope maybe that has to do with it. I was told to just stand in front of my green screen and talk for a minute. I should probably start a timer. I started a timer. I'm gonna assume that I've talked for like 10, 15. So film is okie dokie with CJitsallGewd. We watch a movie, typically something that I haven't seen or CJ hasn't seen. We're like, hey, I wanna watch this movie with you. And we make the other person watch it. And then we talk about it beforehand, before we watch it. And then we watch the movie and we record ourselves while we talk over the movie. Here's a movie we've watched.
I did not hit her. It's not true. It's bullshit. I did not hit her. I did not. Oh, hi, Mark.
You want to hear us talk about it? Then listen to The Film is Okie Dokie with CJ and Tommy. I've been talking now for, oh God, I'm almost out of time. A minute is a lot shorter than I thought. And then we won't talk about the movie afterwards and we say whether or not the film is okie dokie, and we still are trying to figure out what exactly okie dokie means. Is it good? Does it just mean okay? We don't know. We know about as much as you, and we've recorded like 10 of these episodes so far. So listen, please.
Welcome back, everybody, to Speed Dogs Presents Speed Dogs. I am Dayman. I'm going to be your host for the next couple of events. And right here with me, I have Riekelt bringing us Donkey Kong Country Returns HD. Take it away.
I will definitely take us away. Hey, everybody. Welcome to Donkey Kong Country Returns HD on a Nintendo Switch 2. Funny enough. We are in game. I wanted to show off the little hut of Donkey Kong. There's not a lot of people that go back in there, but it's absolutely worst. Hey, hello. Let's make a new game. I did say that we were going to do modern mode, which is a little bit faster, because we have more health. And I am one of those people that use alternate controls, because I love it. We're gonna have a really fun time in 3, 2, 1. I'm having fun already. Let's go. Don't
Is
don't
modern
forget.
mode effectively funky mode?
No, it's not funky mode actually. Funky mode was like super different on the Tropical Freeze on the Switch. Funny enough, where you could play as Funky, you had 5 health and a lot of other things where you had like a lot of skills. No, modern mode just means that you have 3 health instead of 2. That's pretty much it. There's some.
That's funny.
There's some other things, like you can buy more stuff in the little store, and I believe things are cheaper as well. But nothing too important. But more importantly, we are here for Stable Dragon Rook. We are here for some charitable action. I heard that a roof collapsed. It's the place where you don't want to be in that house. It's fixed now. But it's not a cheap thing to fix. In the meantime, let's talk about the game. I'm Donkey Kong. I got my little boy Diddy Kong up on me. Whatever he's doing, he's like just doing a little swaggy thing on top of me, and that's pretty much the first stage. You saw me jump. You saw me fly with the jetpack with Diddy Kong. We're gonna go over that. This game is what's my estimate? 2 hour 5. We're gonna crush that estimate. I'm so sorry. Did I even say that I was gonna do this on the Switch 2? The Switch 2 already saves 12 minutes. Because believe it or not, the loads are normal here. Yeah, when this game came out on a Nintendo Switch, the game originally came out on a Nintendo Wii, which is probably still the best place to speedrun it. It got ported to the Nintendo Switch, or to the 3DS first, and then to the Nintendo Switch. 3DS was okay, but it's 3DS, it's kind of weird. And then it came out on the Switch. The loads were awful. And you'll see something, and I'll point it out later, is that at the start of every stage, you have to wait for like so long. Can I? No, I don't trust myself doing that. I missed the cycle for these little wheels over here, but it's fine. Yeah, and then the Switch 2 came out, and the loads, which took like so long, like over 10 seconds per load, just disappeared. This game is actually, doable now. The roof should not be inside the house. No, that is kind of weird. And that's already stage number 2.
How many stages total are there in the any percent run?
Good question. Around 70, I believe.
Yeah, what is ballpark it?
Yeah.
Chat, keep count of how many levels he beats.
Yeah, that's 20 seconds per 20 seconds per stage. Let's say 12 minutes over the entire run. It's really weird. Anyway, we're still in World 1, and I generally don't have to collect anything. I just have to go to the end. These stages are beautifully made, with speedrunning in mind, kind of. I mean, not per se speedrunning per se, but after beating a stage, you are welcome to actually do a time trial. And if I was a little bit faster, I could have hit that little frog over there, and that would have been so good. I've speedrun DKC 2, the game that was before me as well, for a little bit. Stages are beautiful as well, but they're not made for speedrunning. And believe me, right after... when was it? 2019-ish? This game just blew up in terms of how many people started to speedrun this. Especially when I made the individual level leaderboards. Oh, this is a really fun stage as well. Coming back from DKC 2 as well. I waited for the wrong one. Whoops. Doesn't matter. after you die, you lose Diddy, and losing Diddy is not optimal. Okay, this is the skip I wanted to do. There, perfect. Go down. Skip a few of these barrels, but this stage is pretty much barrel heaven.
That's one thing that I think is cool about this game, because in Donkey Kong Country 1, we have a lot of barrel levels, and in 2 and 3, not so much. They've kind of phased those out, and then I feel like in Returns and, maybe not quite as much in Tropical Freeze, but definitely Returns, we have a lot more barrels to actually play around with in these sort of courses, which I think is fun.
Yeah, definitely in Returns. I mean, dude, don't forget about Bramble Scramble. That's the...
Like,
if you think about barrel stages, that's the one you think of.
I think of Snow Barrel Blast of like DKC 1, or even in like, I mean, I guess that is definitely a common one, but they're definitely less frequent. And then vine levels just completely go away, which is really funny, because that was like a big thing, and DKC 1 was like the swinging vines, and then those are just gone.
Oh, they will come back here as well. And something that also never really left DKC are minecart levels. And believe me, there's a lot of them in this stage. Not to the point where it's like annoying or anything, don't worry about it. But they are really chill in a minecart. And there's some ways of like speeding up by like a few nanoseconds, maybe a few frames. The idea is if I ever go up or down a slope, I kind of want to jump on top of them. On straights, it doesn't really matter too much.
I love minecart levels.
They are good.
So fun. I am disappointed that there isn't a game that is more or less that style of platforming, because I think that that would be a fun basis rather than just something that happens occasionally. I feel like any sort of game in that style just gets relegated to like really bad mobile games and not something that's actually well made.
I don't blame you there. Yeah, big jump coming right up. There we go. Ah, I didn't get all the Kong letters. No. Kong levels in this stage aren't as important. Oh, perfect. I wanted to get banana medals. The Kong... the Kong stages. In the original stages, games, if you got all 4 Kong letters, you would get an extra life. In Tropical Freeze and Returns, if you get all 4 of them in a stage, well, that's great. But if you get all 4 of them in a world, you would unlock a little secret exit, or a secret stage, which are the more difficult stages. And they're really fun to do. Anyway, this is our first boss. It's Mugly. He's kind of like a dog, I guess. How do you think?
Definitely a dog.
Yeah, he's a good boy.
4 legs, tail, eyes in the front, more or less, teeth. Yeah, it's a dog.
And of course, the speed strat is just hit him as fast as possible. And hand. That's stage 1, that's the forest. Surely we'll never see a forest ever again. Up until Tropical Freeze? Who knows? Can you all just say a massive hey to Shuli in chat? Chat would not be the same without Shuli. Welcome to World 2. It's the beach. And it's such a fun stage. This is also where the difficulty kind of kicks in. Because for those who never played any Donkey Kong game, they are the difficult platformers. Like, you got your Marios, which is a game made for, well, anyone to play. Even your grandma. My grandma has played Mario. Well, she never finished it, but good enough. But Donkey Kong... never. And I mean, all these stages are, like, really fun, really, what's the word? Please? Ah, too late. Atmospheric. There are these little crabs who are the main enemies now. Nothing too much. I am not brave enough to actually make that jump quite yet. And that's it, that's it. Again, I'm taking it easy for now. Because taking it easy is faster than dying, believe me. I've been like looking at goals except for 1-5 with the cannons where I died. Yeah, I should probably confess, I've only done one run on the Switch too. Obviously it's just the lows that are faster, but I'm gonna see a lot of goals in here. Oh, and
How much time does it save in loads overall compared to Switch
about
1?
about 12 minutes.
Oh god.
Yeah, so let's put the estimate at 150. I feel confident. I mean, we only found out like when did the Switch come out? 2 weeks ago? No, 1 week ago.
No, 2 weeks.
Oh yeah, you're right. The 5th of June.
Yeah.
Schedule wasn't made at that point. Oh well. A friend, Spike Vegeta, actually submitted this for GDQ, and now he's kind of laughing. Yeah, I'm gonna go underestimated by so much.
That's funny.
Yeah,
I think my favorite Switch 2 lag improvement story is with Pokemon Scarlet and Violet, which saves 25 minutes just from lag and loads.
I don't want to say it, but that's one of the games that those are playable now.
Yes.
I don't like saying it, but it is true. Like, this game just feels better. Not a lot of waiting in between loads, but the game was playable. Did you see this video from Pulse Effects about it?
I did not.
Okay, well, he made a really good video about, now that the Switch 2 is out, that they actually, like, not even 25 minutes, way more than that. They got a sub 5 in it. I think, Chrysosaurus did that.
The 25 minutes was the day one find. It was like on the first day, just doing nothing different, it's now 25 minutes faster. I'm sure they found much more that they can do now that the game functions properly.
Okay, well,
How
if
happy
you
that shark is.
if you have nothing to do tomorrow, because today you're watching Speed Dogs, but tomorrow,
Absolutely.
if you're watching nothing, check out the video from Pulse Effects about Pokemon Scarlet Violet. It's a really good story.
Excellent.
But yes, welcome to something new to the DKC series. Rocket Barrel stages. They're so good, they came back in Tropical Freeze. The only minus is I have 1 health. It looks like I have 6 hearts, but that's not true. Donkey Kong does not swim in this stage. Or in this whole game, even.
Are there no water levels in...
No, not in Returns, no.
Oh, wow.
That's a new feature in Tropical Freeze.
Yeah, that's funny. Because, like, I feel like every Donkey Kong game, even, like, the Donkey Kong Land games have water levels. That's funny.
Yeah, it's a really interesting choice. But I also started playing with the... Like, they did a lot of good stuff with this game. But the Wii was definitely underpowered with what they wanted to do. And you saw the difference in Chocolate Freeze and the Wii U. Well, more importantly, I got all 4 Kong letters. Really important. I will try and go for Kong letters whenever I can. Especially in these auto-scrollery stages where I don't lose time going for them, but generally, I'd prefer not. Another thing I should mention as well is at the end of the stage, there's this giant barrel that has a rotating banana, metal, and 1-up together with a DK logo. The idea is for me to get anything but the DK thing, because that will lose me a little bit of time. But if I do get it, you may or may not see me slap it a few times. Because there is actually a banana metal route in this game. By World 3, I want to have 20 banana medals. I do not know my current pace right now. Because I want to skip a stage. Or not skip. I want to do a different stage that's a little bit faster. And just speeds up the entire game. For that, I have to, buy a key out of the store. I still don't know how many medals I have, but that's fine.
You have enough.
Have enough? Ah, thank you.
Yeah, that's plenty. It's any percent. You can do whatever you want. Right? That's how it works.
That is how it works. No, I got
Yeah.
13. It's fine. It's fine. Okay, this is where the difficult stages actually start happening again. Or happening again. This is the first time we're gonna see a difficult stage. Sure, I'm taking the hits there. The fun fact about the original game that I started speedrunning is that I learned how to play with like 2... What is it, 2? Yeah, with 2 hearts per Kong character. And even with more health, am I not better? That hit was kind of pre-performed actually. There's like a 50-50 of getting hit, but then there's also like a surefire way of getting it, but I just don't know how to do it. Anyway, this little squid is kind of angry at me. I don't know what I did. Yeah, and then here I should have lost my Diddy. Yeah, you'll come to see that Diddy Kong is really, really important. He allows you to hover, roll indefinitely instead of starting, stopping, because that's really annoying. And especially here in Tidal Terror, which is the second difficult stage from this from this world, Tidal Terror. There's giant waves coming from the back and you need to hide to not get hit by it. It's a really interesting thing, but also pretty straightforward, I would say. There, I'm just gonna stop here for a bit. I was supposed to be... Okay, well, thanks the game. Thank the game. I should also get these. A little bit. I am gonna die here. That's good. You think they'll rename Diddy Kong? No. That would be weird. Okay, getting hit here on purpose, or getting hit there is not the worst thing, because I wanted to stop here anyways. Because from here I know how to go. That is one, and that should be it. Yeah. Waiting for that little... What's that? Shell squid. And that's pretty much the entire world, just the little pirate fight back. I guess while we're doing that... Damon, have you heard about this other event that's gonna happen soon?
Have you heard about what?
The other event that's happening pretty soon.
Oh, what is that?
I think it's called Fast Cats a Fawn.
Okay. I did not know about that.
I think submission opened today.
Fantastic.
Oh. Is he dancing? The spirit was dancing. Now, of course, it's a speed doxathon number 5.
Number 6? We started in 2020.
Oh, we're 6?
Yeah?
Holy moly. Have I been there since the start? Surely I've been.
Probably.
Yeah, I should check the archive. Because I remember watching Speed Dogs videos on YouTube. Oh, did I really not? That never happened to me before. It's fine, it's fine. You know what? Because of that, we're gonna pummel him. Gonna whoop his ass. No, I didn't actually. Well, whatever. He's saved. You know what? Let's go back to reminiscing about the speed dogs. What was your first one? Because I don't remember.
I was in the first one, and I played Smart Ball. I did, I may have also done a Rogue Leader run, but I definitely did Smart Ball, and we had an incentive that if we met enough money, I would run it back. I would do the run twice.
Yo.
And we met that incentive, and I did it. And my times were fairly close together. It was a halfway decent time.
Okay.
That was a good one, yeah. I've run at most of the events. I think I may have missed one. But yeah, it's been fun.
I won't remember what I did first. Anyway, I'm in the ruins now. You can tell because everything I touch breaks apart. There's not a place where Donkey Kong wants to be, but yeah, it's I can't help it. So I did not get hit there. I was kind of more careful than I should have been, but I did not get hit. That's new. Also, before I hit the ball, look at the back with little Donkey Kong there, and it's Joy-Con. Okay, that's enough watching. I still don't have enough medals. In the original, it actually is a... What was it called again? In the original, it's actually a Wiimote. Okay, now I can get a lot of medals on this stage. This is one of the longer stages. I'm unsure if this is the longest. But it's a really fun one. There's a lot of barrels again. Everyone loves barrels. I'm gonna go for a few really fun tricks. First of all, there's 6 little birdies coming here. Oh. Getting hit there is fine. Because if I hit, for every hit past 3 sequentive? Whatever the word is. I get a medal, and I now have more than enough for later. You love barrels? Well, you're in the right spot in that case. There's a barrel coming to pick me up, and 4 buttons to be pressed. Sequential, that's the word. Yeah. Little jump you can do from the thing. Really? No, let's do it again because it's so good. Now, what I want to try and do, I'll try it once, but I'm expecting to die. Like that, yes. You can actually skip the whole sliding puzzle thingy. It's a marathon, we have to do some swag strats. Something of note is that while the music is good in this stage, this is the only Donkey Kong Country without the music from David Wise. So it could use a boost.
Did 3 have any music from Wise? Because I think that was...
Really?
I mean, he was not the main composer, for sure. That was Evelyn Fisher. I don't remember if he contributed to that at all, or if it was all her work.
I remember the music from 3 being very, very fondly.
Oh, it's good, absolutely. But I'm just trying to think if he contributed to that at all. Someone in chat might know better than I will.
Well, if you were to compare it to like 1, 2, and Tropical Freeze, where I know for sure that David Wise was part of the team, those soundtracks are phenomenal.
Yeah, in general, Returns is kind of in this odd spot where I feel like they're remixing a lot of the old classic stuff, and this is not far after when we got Mario doing the same thing, right? With like the new Super Mario Brothers, kind of like revisiting more of a SNES style thing on the Wii, but
modern,
like
more
this,
in fighting,
yeah. But I feel
Same
like this
era.
finds its footing a little bit more with Tropical Freeze, perhaps. But I still think Returns is a good game.
It's absolutely really good. Happy Shark. So, you actually saw me go into the shop for a little bit and getting a key and doing this stage instead of the other one that was already open. Was not on purpose, because this stage is way faster, and I'm getting a lot of medals here for the next one. I believe keys are actually cheaper in modern modes. I never even paid attention to it, now that thinking about it. Hello, Mr. Shark. I did not roll, the roll didn't work. Hi. Let's try that again. Yeah, maybe. Couldn't tell you why, but something wasn't working. But that's fine. I have more health than I normally have here. And Big Shark. Generally, we let Big Shark go. But he's a happy camper. I'm liking the emotes. Alright. One staple of the Donkey Kong Country series are your animal friends. Rambi is back for the fray. He won't be thrown into the water like you do in DKC 2. He's not even present in DKC 3, but we brought him back. And unfortunately, he's not the biggest He's not the biggest lover in DKC1 or DKCR. You don't play a lot as him, unfortunately. He is scared of fire, and every time that you start a... what is it? You start like a dash. It takes about 4 frames for him to get started. That's fine.
Chad,
So we
I
just
need
have to
know
keep-
what your favorite animal buddy is. You have so many good animal buddies across the franchise. I gotta know. Who's your favorite?
What is my favorite? Winky is he is a character. That's all I can say.
He
Who is-
is one goofy little idiot, but he's adorable.
Oh, jumped a bit early. Who else you got? You got Espresso. You got
You got On Guard.
On Guard.
You got Squawks.
Squawks.
You got
Squitters.
Squitter. Mm-hmm. You've got the
Snake.
Rattlers, the snake.
Rattler,
and then
yeah.
You've got Purple Squawks, which might have another name, but I don't know. And then you've got the Elephant from DKC3.
I don't think her name starts with an E.
Probably like Effie or Ellie.
Is it Ellie?
Probably. I don't know. That seems like something Rare would call an elephant.
Very true. Well, the opposite of an animal buddy are good animals, good animal bosses. And this boss is probably the most hated. That's not where I'm at. Yeah, he just throws bombs wherever he wants to. Doesn't matter where you
That is-
are.
One ugly bird.
Yeah. Oh. Only 4? Missed there as well, but that's fine. You can tell for most people this is a really good reset point. I'm okay with this average RNG. Only 3 cycles, and I got a 24-second gold with it, so I'm happy as well. I should say, these splits are not optimized at all, but I'd like to say it anyway.
The nice thing is, you can just lie. We don't see your splits. You can tell us every single one is a gold with the worst RNG, and we just gotta roll with that, because we're like, yeah, I'll let's do this.
That is true.
So I encourage lying for content. I think that's probably the best thing you could do.
Okay, we're lying for content here. What I'm not lying about is that World 4 is very interesting. You can actually see that we're going from the ruins into this little cave. Every world has this transitional... Well, most worlds have this transitional area where you go from one to the other. And Cave is one of the more interesting worlds that has only 5 stages in it. In the speedrun, we only have to do 3. And all of them are vehicle-based. So you can tell that I'm currently doing minecart stages. I'll do 2 of those and 1 rocket stage. Unfortunately, we're not doing the best one, because there's a really good minecart stage later.
Is Rambi considered a vehicle?
Sadly, no. That would be cool, though. What game was it where there was like a rhinoceros vehicle?
Rhinoceros vehicle. A Donkey Kong game, or just in general?
I'm drawing a blank. Okay, little skip I could do here, but I'm not going to. Because dying is very cautious and I don't trust myself to do that on the HD version. Which is also something to keep in mind.
Well, there was the canceled Diddy Kong Racing sequel, which I believe had all the animal buddies as vehicles.
Donkey Kong Racing, I've seen it.
That got a trailer, but not a game. So,
Yeah, that's
as far
the...
as that went.
That's about what Rare went to Microsoft, I believe, that era.
Yeah, right around then.
Well, at least they gifted us Diddy Kong Racing.
Best racing game of all time, absolutely.
And if it's not, it's definitely like top 5. I'm still waiting for Uncharted cart.
Waiting for what?
Uncharted cart.
Oh god.
Yeah. I mean, there's this meme. What was it? Naughty Dog made Crash Bandicoot 1, 2, and 3, and then Crash Team Racing came out. Really good one. Jack 1, 2, and 3, and then Jack Karts, or whatever the name is called.
Excellent. Yep.
And then Uncharted 1, 2, and 3.
Yeah, we're due. I see it. Yeah.
Where's my cart? Where's Nathan Drake?
I think that that opens up the question of what IP needs a kart racer.
Oh, for sure, for sure. A lot of good IPs have them, actually. I mean, you got your Mario Karts, considered one of the. I mean, it's a system seller for the Switch too, and everyone likes it. There's a lot of things to be improved upon. Let's not talk about the open world like tracking, but that's not what we're here for. Garfield carts? Oh man, perfect.
We've got, Nintendo has done really weird things with the Metroid franchise. Like, for example, Metroid Prime Pinball. I wonder if it's time. I wonder if it's time for us to get like a kart racer of all of the neglected Nintendo franchises.
We did not have one. Yeah.
So you get like Metroid Cross F-Zero as a kart racer, and then I think that would be awful and so funny.
Smash Bros. Of course. Oh yeah, and then eventually with the first game, we're getting some people from outside, like Solid Snake. Ukulele would get their own kart racer.
Hold up, though. I think Metal Gear Solid Kart should be its own game. That would be amazing.
Yeah.
There are plenty of characters. We don't need to go outside that IP. MGS Kart would rule.
For those that actually know me, I speedrun a lot of Ape Escape. Ape Escape has its own kart racer. It's Japan only, weird enough. And instead of being in a cart, the monkeys are the cart. They just have these little things with wheels, and they trap it to their palms and their ankles. And I still don't know how it actually works, but the any percent is so weird. And there are only 12 stages. Or 16 if you do some weird stuff. But again, I don't read Japanese, sadly. We're also just neglecting all of the really cool things that are happening on the screen right now. There was a train that followed me, or that I was following.
Yeah, it's that, like, the drill digger stage thing that... There's a boss like that in DKC 3, so I think it's kind of fun to kind of, like, have that same sort of idea.
Which one?
Is that, it's the... Or is it the reverse of that? Because there's, like, the tunneling boss, right? In 3? Where you're... Am I thinking of the wrong game?
I think so. You might be thinking about this game. The boss that I'm doing right now. Anyway, pretty fun boss. There's some moles that I need to bump on. And I actually skipped a little phase in the boss fight already. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Let's go! So instead of getting pickaxes being thrown at me, I just evaded that. Oh. And if I'm good, I can get a lot of medals from them as well. But they might actually go back inside for that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And I didn't make it. Okay, let's do it again. We could circle back to Ness for a little bit. Ness needs more games.
That's true. It's very true. I like that there are some characters that have been in more Smash games than their own games, which just kind of makes them feel like a Smash character. At this point.
Yeah. It's so weird. Like, of course, I didn't know much about Earthbound back in the day because I don't know why actually. But a lot of characters are
series.
Yeah, I mean ice climbers. Not a lot of people would know ice climbers.
No, no one played Ice Climber. Are you kidding me?
I mean, it's an NES game, yeah. Metroid was weird enough also not one of the big ones.
It's just weirdly unpopular in Japan, which is funny. I don't know why.
One really interesting thing to know about this boss. At the start, he will always go into like a few. So I know that I will be safe if I stand in the one where he is kind of like digging at first. I think it's for the first two even. Also just neglecting the story, what's happening. I just beat up a banjo. The story for this game is that all of these little tiki things are going around the island. They want all the bananas for whatever reason. And
To eat, I assume.
to eat, but also something else in a cutscene that I'm not gonna show because that's slow. But you'll find out if you play the game for yourself.
Gatekeeping lore? Oh, is this a spoiler-free playthrough?
No, because I'm actually gonna talk about some spoilers. For the opening cutscene, that's very easily Googleable. Now, Donkey Kong is... his brain is too peanut-sized to be able to be hypnotized. That's pretty much it. That's why we're playing the game. We want to stop the evil with our peanut-sized brain. Anyway, the vines are back. And Forest, I would say this is where the game kind of starts. This some more difficult stages are here. Not per se this stage, but the next, or yeah, the next few at least, are very interesting. But there is some
I love
really
vine
cool movement to
platforming.
do.
I really like the vine swing platforming. It's so fun.
It is really good. Okay, I'm not gonna go for jumps I know I shouldn't be doing. Go deep. And I should I should have fallen there. Yeah, playing this game casually, it's a blast. Okay, Clingy Swingy is this really weird stage where we do a lot of damage boosting just because there's a DK barrel every 10 seconds. I get here immediately. And then go around here. Should I? Let's do it. And fall. This is a thing that you can very easily make on the Wii version. A little bit less consistent on the Wii, sadly, or the Switch. You can actually jump all the way to the other side. So I'm just gonna be a really nice Donkey Kong. get the K. Just damage boost for here. Oh yeah, there are also checkpoints like out the wazoo. Like I said, there are so many DK barrels here, but there's still a lot of cool other tricks. For example, this little ball, I can jump early and be on the next platform. Go for here again. Damage boost, little momentum boost. And I somehow didn't do a death intended strat, but sure, we're gonna stand down here. You can actually stand on top of that little platform. And here's another axe that's swinging. This one has an even more difficult jump, so I know some people can do it, but they only would do it in tasks. Not in task things, in individual levels. Like I said earlier, the individual level scene is like super big.
That makes sense. The levels are nice and snappy and short.
Yeah, and an actual build-in thing.
That's great.
Okay, yeah, this is where the actual game starts a little bit. If I don't fall into the ceiling. There are these little, yeah, what do you call them? These little platforms. Making circles, making these shapes. But if you know where they are, you can actually skip a little bit of them. Unfortunately, I'm not the master of knowing where all of them are, but I'd like to go for some invisible ones. Oh. Okay, so I did not expect... I did not expect to actually go into the side of one of them. Sure, I got saved by the bell. And now I'm actually asking, were they always, like... Were they always solid from the sides? A really cool fall I could have done there if I knew the stage a little bit better. Or I would actually drop down and then get caught by one of those. That is like peak speedrunning. If you learn the stage to that extent, where you know exactly what to do if you're on like a circle cycle, that makes speedrunning so beautiful. That's why we're doing this. I'm reading a really fun dog fact in chat. A fact I did not know. Corgi butts will float.
It's like a little life vest that also would submerge your head underwater, so not a very good life vest.
I mean, it saves something, right? Oh yeah, these little hippos are also really nice. Except if you hit them from the side, in which case they will actually insta-kill you. Or that's how I remember them, I don't remember. Just be nice to hippos. And our boy Diddy Kong is very infallible in this stage. So please don't tell anyone I bounced on some hippo's head. No one needs to know. Okay, and this is probably the last of the harder stages in World 5. Longshot launch. There's some really cool tests. Only thing in IL, only stress you can do. But the most important thing about this entire stage is it's mostly barrels. There, I'm just going fast. Skipping a lot of barrels in the meanwhile. Am I skipping barrels? Yeah, I'm sorry. Still a speedrun in the end. Am I gonna be careful? No. It paid off. I almost hit one of those little tiki heads. Oh. You can actually, if you time it right, you can actually, instead of going through those two, fall to the bottom. Or fall like in between of them. But if you time it just wrong, they will actually damage you and you'll die, you'll insta-die. Which is something that I wouldn't want to wish upon anyone. And then 5-8 is a specific stage that if you've played this game, you will remember this stage. If you are arachnophobic, please watch something else for the next 2 minutes. But after that, please come back. Like, not only are there spiders just, you know, doing their thing, there are so many and they are following you, it's like a chase. And I like it. They're a lot of little friends. Yeah, we're calling them little friends. Where we come from. Oh, there he goes. No diddy. Boing, 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 boing. And really, fun fact, we learned only really late that there's a barrel in there, and you can shoot early outside of it if you just mash the B button. Or A on the Wiimote. So weird how we didn't know that before, we just waited for the auto launch. Anyway, arachnophobics, you can watch back. You can also walk back. Which reminds me of Deep Nest and Hollow Knight. There's so many spiders in there. Okay, next fight is a Mango Ruby. It's kind of a puzzle. Ah, there he is. He's electrified pretty much all the time. Until I hit all of these little triangles. And then those little radishes are vulnerable. And every time I hit him, he becomes a little bit faster and a little bit shorter, so harder to hit. But this is going great so far. Oh. That was a good Mango Ruby fight. Not the best, but a good one, regardless. Hand. We're already over halfway of the game, and not halfway over the run, though. Actually, by this point, yeah, we are. We definitely are. Because welcome in World 6, the Cliffs? Yeah, Cliffs. There's a lot of undead dinosaurs here. But don't worry, they're very nice. They're very welcoming. At this point, I should mention there's no real need of the banana medals anymore. I mean, they are there, but I get like 88. That's more than I could ever wish for. Oh. So no point in like keeping an eye out for them. Oh. Let me go underneath there. I can actually go into that little black tar up there. Prefer not to. Three, 4, 6. That is probably the most beautiful I've done this stage outside of time trials. There, just went for the fast, and that is a 10-second gold as well.
We love a gold.
What if I showed my life split on stream? That would be a lot of gold.
It's just a wall of gold. It's gonna look so fake.
Yeah, actually. I mean, pretty much, if you ever learn a new run, every second run, you're gonna save so much time, you know?
You better.
I don't remember what game it was, but it was one game where my second and third runs were actually worse. My fourth run was like everyone else's second run. I don't remember what game it was. Apparently let go of the unlock stick too early. Oops. I have no clue. Well, there goes my wall of golds, I know. Okay, now I just jumped a little bit too early, I guess. It's really precise. So playing with input delay is never recommended. Go for here, because there's a little puzzle piece. Puzzle pieces are never really needed. Unless you go for puzzle pieces, bonanza, or file completion, in which case, yeah, they are necessary. I know that in World 1, I did mention that, like, jumping up, what do you call them, slopes, is faster. But honestly, I just don't have the time for it anymore. Because by that time, I would have already fallen in a pit or hit one of those enemies. This, however, this little egg in the background, I love this. They went all out with like the one stage in World 4 that we didn't do. And I believe in Tropical Freeze there's also some really, really interesting minecart stages.
I agree with that.
World 5 in Tropical Freeze is also beautiful.
Which one's World 5?
The one with all the fruits. And it ends in that ice stage.
Yeah.
And with the boss fight that's apparently only I like. The polar bear and the hammer, Bashmaster.
Oh god.
I mean, it takes a little bit, but that's like the only bad part about it.
This is a very long fight. At least when you're not good at it.
Yeah. So something really cool about this place is at this point I can just like roll off, get to where I want to be, just make a really, really long, what is it? A really big jump. We'll do another one later in the stage. So this is also a really big, I don't know, a puzzle in the Donkey Kong game. They try to. Oh. Jump down. Can I make that? Yeah, that's it, that's it. They just tried a lot of different, I don't know, like platform puzzle elements, and I like it. These stages are, I don't want to say difficult, but tricky sometimes. And they just know how to do it well. Okay, another big jump. Skipping the intentional barrel, swapping it over for, well, I don't know, the end platform. Yeah, having said that, boulder roller is also an interesting thing, and modern mode actually makes it a little bit easier because near the end of the stage there are some giant boulders that I want to like beast through. Because this whole stage is about little falling boulders.
Thank God real boulders aren't actually just spike balls, because I feel like that would be so much worse. When you see those road signs, it's like, watch for falling rocks, and it's just gonna like, it would just impale the ground and your car and everything else.
Well,
There's a lot of effort that's gone into this. Like, they've pounded bones into all those rocks or something.
Yeah, like, who made those spikes to begin with? And here's like the biggest one, which will actually insta-kill you. But it's super easy to just roll away from it.
I mean, yeah. Look at it.
Yeah, someone had to make them. They feel not natural. Okay, one more stage and then we're already at the boss. Crumble Canyon. Oh. Donkey wanted to roll to the left for whatever weird reason. Oh. That's fine, that's fine, that's fine. I do agree. If things just line up for you, speedrunning a Donkey Kong Country game feels so good.
It's very satisfying.
There.
Also, rolling is just fun.
Especially with Diddy just being on top of your face.
You get those good rolls going. Yeah, it's so good. Which Donkey Kong game is your favorite?
Ooh. I definitely have like a little bit of a love just for what DKC Returns did for the series. I don't know if I can pick.
Answer.
I don't know if I can pick a favorite though. Like Tropical Freeze, I love the hell out of it as well. It's so much better than Returns.
Yeah, Returns is like a really good revival point. Tropical Freeze definitely feels like a refinement on Returns.
Yeah, absolute refinements. Donkey Kong Country 2 just feels probably like the best in terms of what it is, I guess. 3 feels a little bit like the odd one out, but not to say that it's bad or anything.
No, I think the whole original Country trilogy is outstanding.
Yeah, there's no bad game. They're all like solid 8s at a minimum.
I think if 3 had like 10% fewer sprites on screen, so it wouldn't lag all the time, it would be even better. I feel like they just went a little overboard sometimes with how much stuff they wanted to put on the screen. But we'll see that game next, and that game's fantastic. I think that the stuff that game does with the Super Nintendo is incredible. Waterfall stage being maybe the most famous example.
The waterfalls look amazing. Something that I will always fondly remember are the little pipe things with the gas in them.
Right.
No one will forget the seesaw stage.
I think
for the same reason as Muncher Marathon.
I think even though DKC 2 is my favorite, I think 3 hands down has the best boss fights in the series.
Which ones were there? I should know. There is the barrel, the spider. Yeah, they're all good. Agreed.
You got the snowman fight. Come on, man.
I can do it.
The snowball fight is legendary.
It is,
so
and we're gonna see it in a little bit.
We are so good.
Because you are watching the DKC block here at Speed Dogs. That's all I know for today. I'm sorry. What? Can you tell me what else is there today?
Absolutely. So after you, we got DKC 3 by Anacause. Then we've got, let's see, we've got Kitsune Tales by Devoner VT, and then we've got Tears of the Kingdom by Glan, we've got Pseudo Regalia by Gaffy, and then we've got Splatoon 3 Side Order by Quo.
Yo, those are all solid games.
It's a great block.
I forgot for a little bit what the boss fight was for the water world, but that's the face behind the waterfall.
Well, they've also got the one where it's like the like shell creature sea urchin dude that like opens up,
yeah.
and you got to stab him with On Guard.
Oh, that reminds me of Tropical Freeze as well. That's a really fun thing. Oh yeah. Welcome to Fugly. He is another dog.
Yes, absolutely.
But not a dog I can kill as fast, sadly. Oh, can I just not hit him? Thank you. One really nice thing about Fugly is if you're ever in need of a heart, meaning you don't have full health, he will give you a heart if you hit him. And this fight is pretty much the Bassmaster of returns. It's a really long boss fight. Or slow if you're not good at it. Nah, I'd say it's kind of the same. But he's not a fast boss. But we're already out of phase 1. And now we're going to the next stage. Where the only difference is that he learned one new attack. It's a fire breath. I'm trying to hit him like just before the end. So I punch him in, or like, yeah, hit him into where he would actually be. And then this is random. He can fall in one of 3 places, and he did the worst part, the worst RNG. Turn around, please. He can either fall, like, walk backwards a little bit, a middle bit, or a long bit. And he pretty much just did a long bit. So if he doesn't run, then that's fine. Perfect!
Beautiful.
And now he'll be red. And goes down. But now he learned one more attack. A fireball. I'm gonna tank the fire... I wanted to tank the fireball to skip all it is. It's fine, it's fine. We can tank it again later. Because that's a relatively long attack. Please give me a short walk. No. Oh no, we're just gonna go for the worst RNG possible. The first one is always a medium backwalk. But he didn't like me at all today. Bad fugly. Okay, can I now block it? Yeah, that's the way. And for the last hit, I don't need to like punch him into like a specific place. This is fine, this is fine. Hand. Okay, we're 1 hour and 12 minutes in. How about we're going out of the ruins and we're going into something more modern? The factory. And this is probably one of my favorite worlds with a lot of like really nice stages. The first one, Foggy Fumes, is the monochrome stage. And if you look in the background, you can already see 25M from the original Donkey Kong. You can see Krate's skull from Metroid.
Excellent.
And there is a little Mr. Game & Watch. There he is, in the back.
Oh, nice.
And that's, I believe, it. Yeah, there's just a lot of little things. Next to that, Donkey Kong Country Returns became, I don't know what, like one of the big selling points were these monochrome worlds. There's 3 stages that have this. One of them is in the first world, but you need to pay, get one of those keys for the to actually get there. And the third one, this is the second one. The third one is in the last world. But other than that, there's not a lot of these. Yeah, surprising lack of them, honestly. Same with Tropical Freeze. Only 3 of them are there. And the speedrun only sees 1 of them. It's also not a fast world either. Anyway, blowing away the little fog, and this is the entire stage. It looks blocky. And while I said this is my favorite world, this is my least favorite stage, Slam and Steel. But maybe it's a little bit less sterile on modern. I have yet to like properly grind it. Never mind, never mind.
Doesn't look less awful.
Nah, it's more like I just go way too fast, and it's
The speedrunner's peril.
yeah.
Too fast.
I saw some really weird motivational about that, or anti-motivational. Speedrunners run too hard for the problems. Stay here. should have waited that one out. But it's fine. As long as I have Diddy, life is good. Life is not good anymore.
Shame.
Yeah. I mean, I could get a Diddy after this, but nah, it's not that important. So I hope we've been saving up a lot of these banana medals. I think we had like 107, that's more than enough. I want to buy some stuff. I want to buy the key, I want to buy a few of these banana juice vials, because we might need a few. This is way more than enough. Yeah, banana medals are like not an issue here. So with that key, I just bought the shortest stage in the game, Handy Hazard. It's about like 40 seconds. It's also done beautifully when done fast. So, and I'm waiting here a little bit. Perfect. Handy Hazard. It's because of Mystery Hand over here. And also a lot of barrels. This thing in the background with the giant eye is actually a thing you see in Tropical Freeze. Because if you didn't know about Tropical Freeze, the last world is pretty much 8 stages. And every stage is pretty much reminiscent one of the stages, one of the worlds in this game. Because we're back on DK Island, but frozen over. Perfect. That's so handy. Okay, and then here is where the game kind of does something different. Not only do we need to complete these stages, but every one of the next 3 stages has a little button on it. It's actually a big button. You'll see. And we need to find them. The first one is very, very easy. Like, you got to do your absolute best to miss it. But then they take the training wheels off. I didn't even need that. DKC1 music is so good. Okay, beautiful. And now with the arrow pointing down, I need to wait here just a little bit. Look at that. A giant plug. Yeah, we need to find all 3 of them. If I actually forget one of them, I need to do the whole stage again and get back to it. And while some of them are hidden a little bit nasty, they're not the worst. Except that one. So I'm a little bit further back in the stage than I wanted to be. But it's not the end, it's oh. Yeah, I don't have Diddy. I don't need to get the barrel again, so that's fine. I actually wonder, do I get... I don't think so. I'm gonna be careful. I'm careful.
That was like the best way to fail it, though.
So happy, yeah. Yeah, so I can't do really deep shots, unfortunately. But it's okay. Like I said, a careful Kong is a fast Kong.
Going slow is faster than dying.
See, and the end is already there. Suppose I wait a little bit. Yeah, perfect. And then coming up is my favorite stage in the game, actually. The old switcheroo. It has a really, really basic gimmick. But it doesn't mean that they actually do some really funky stuff with it. It's a simple, they're platforms red and blue. Hit the switch to switch between them.
It's a Mario Galaxy level.
Pretty much, yeah. But as long as you do the stuff correctly. And then really sneaky, really sneaky. This is the one that you will probably miss the hardest. You'd actually have to backtrack a little bit. But that's nothing compared to what they let you do in Tropical Freeze. We have to go back like so much. Funny enough, I can just like go over the stage instead of playing normal. I do want to be careful here, because even though I have like way more health than normal, I want to not do stuff I shouldn't do, like I'm already doing. Whoops. Okay. Just gotta go. Can I? No. If you dive deep enough, you can actually make it up until that platform, but not today. Today's not one of those days. I'm always scared to do this without my boy Diddy Kong. Sad to die in my favorite state, but it's fine.
There you go.
See? It's all good.
Expert speedrunner.
Expert, but not professional. I do not get money for this.
yeah, I feel that.
I am gonna get one of those lovely banana juice. Just because I have so many of them. They will give me some extra hit points.
You don't get much juice out of a banana. That must take a lot of bananas to get like a whole bottle of juice.
I know, right? Unless you make a smoothie out of them.
I guess, that's true.
But this is more of a musical stage. The set cycles or global cycles.
So you just gotta know the rhythm and
Yeah, and if you're not,
track and
yeah, and if you're not, I hope you have a like a sense of rhythm. Oh, actually waiting here. There. Getting it on purpose here, because that's just so much faster. And I got the banana never mind. I believe I just lost it. No! That surprises me, honestly. That's fine, because this is where the... Hopefully the barrel is? Yeah, there it is. I believe my first ever run on the Switch version, I went into the wrong little barrel underneath the floor, and that got me to the bonus stage. I mean, which is funny in itself.
How long have you been running returns in any capacity? Like, obviously, the Switch 2 just came out, which is why you're running on some fairly fresh splits, but, like, how long have you been playing returns in general?
Since 2015, I believe.
Damn, that's a long time, so it's
Yeah,
definitely been in your repertoire for a bit.
for sure. It's not my most practiced game, but it's definitely a game I have a warm heart for. And yeah, I've seen that, like, the whole the whole community grow from what it was, like just a few people, to like a really, really solid friend base even. Also, not having Diddy here kind of messes me up, so I am gonna play a little bit slower. Yep. Again? This is not my stage today. Plus, for whatever reason, they're now planning on making it so that even RTA runs are frame counted or load removed afterwards, which is really awesome for a game that doesn't have that. But I'm happy that I'm not verifying it anymore.
God.
That takes so long. I'm gonna wait one more. Yes. There we go. Okay, this was a terrible showing of Music Madness. It's a really cool stage, but that brought me back behind PB. Oh well.
Just gold every level now.
Oh, yeah. Sure, we can definitely do that. It's not like World 8 is difficult or anything.
If it's difficult, then you probably have time to save.
That's what you think. But I did really well.
Oh, okay, well.
Nah, it's fine, it's fine. At least we can talk about this little rocket here. This is one of the more unique stages. You can't time trial this stage. And instead of being in a big rocket, we're on a vertical rocket. The music is still pretty good. Oh. Waiting for the banana. There they are. They throw a lot of bananas. Perfect. And then we're ending off this little stage with this world with probably the worst boss in the game, with how much randomness there is in here. Oh, get our little boy. And here he is. He's another bird. More like a chicken. So he just walks from left to right. First time, nothing too weird. But the second time around, he might actually go super fast all of a sudden. Oh. Yeah, I anticipated that correctly. And then now he can do it like late, he can do it early, hopefully early. Which he doesn't, because that would be fast. And then now he actually does a spin. And now he can decide for me to actually hit him, or to not let me hit him. He was nice. Then he jumped, nope, he walks, which is not what we want. He can decide for me to hit him like twice in a row. That's too much to ask of him. And nope. He has a really slight tell for when you're allowed to hit him and when not. Either he does a little corkscrew or he goes away from you, which means you can hit him. Okay, one more go. Never lucky. Nope. And then 2 fakes in a row he can do, so now I have to hit him. Perfect. That's phase 1 of the fight. Now he is pretty much like Dr. Eggman. I wanna... Sure, that's fine. If you're in like the perfect spot, you can actually do double jumps on him. He is not... Not nice today. Come on, Jacques. And there he goes. Poor chicken. Somehow still a gold, even with all the bad luck.
See, I told you to just gold every split.
Okay.
You're already doing it.
You are right, you're right. I should not distrust it. We're gonna go for it. And then the volcano is a really interesting world as well. I'm gonna get some, two of these banana juices. Live for content. Okay, have you seen my Ferrari outside? Man, you wouldn't know. But this stage is just pain and pain everywhere. That's why it's in the strat book. To just get a lot of banana juice and go through here. To try to not get hit.
$30 from CJ. Says, Donk Walk, woo woo! You get a woo in chat for Donk Walk.
Yes.
Thank you, CJ.
Woo! Shout out to Mr. TJ. And of course, the entirety of the Speed Dogs gang. It was an honor meeting all of you, or most of you, at GDQ.
Indeed. We don't have a woo in the redeems, so I did the choo choo. I feel like that's pretty close.
I allow it. Here. Sorry, Shirley. Were you at GDQ, or if not, I'm gonna cry. That reminds me of another story. There was another person at GDQ, and I completely missed her because she was a little bit too shy to say hey. Yeah, I'm so happy to meet all the other people that went that live abroad. Love to visit another GDQ at one point. I did not see what hit me, actually. It was nice meeting... You know what I mean, CC. Not everyone of the Speed Dogs fam was there, but everyone who was there, it was nice meeting you. Meeting all of that subset of people. Except meeting CC, I could do without. Nah, just kidding, just kidding. Oh, I just heard in my my headset this run is cancelled. I'm not welcome here anymore. Alrighty, let's get back to some Donkey Kongs. This is probably the hardest rocket barrel stage. As you can tell, there are just some fire snakes, random places. You gotta know where to go. If you don't die in here ever, like my death was just kind of stupid because I wasn't looking at like the left side of the monitor. My mic is kind of in the way, which I should fix, but whatever. If you don't ever die in here, you are a well-established gamer.
We now have a woo and a woo-woo redeem. I encourage everyone to woo-woo in honor of Donk Block and CJ's contributions.
Where's the woo? There's a cooldown?
woo-woo.
There's a cooldown for woo.
There's a cooldown? Oh my god.
Oh.
It's a 30-minute cooldown? That's not a bad...
Why?
Okay, alright, it's been resolved. It's been resolved. Okay.
I died for the woo. Woo even.
Okay, we're good.
Just like the rocket stage, I had to die here. But this is probably one of the harder kart stages. Also, just like in World 4, and I haven't even spoken about it at that point, instead of being in the minecart, I'm standing on top of the minecart. That means that I can't gain any, I can't gain any time on like jumping over slopes and whatnot. But there is some other stuff going on, as you can see. I have to jump from minecart to minecart. It's really fun to do. I'm gonna get a hit here. I didn't. Okay, I jumped fast enough in that case. Just don't jump here. Perfect. Get the donation in the next 5 minutes. Upgrade. Boo boo boo. Oh, we need a donation. No honk. That's my game. Here's the woo. Yes, can we please get in the nation so we can show off how much who we have. This is one of those stages where you kind of want to have Diddy at all times, because otherwise Death Alley is really death. 62 banana medals. We don't need you anymore. We're in the last few stages. There he is. There is our friend. The one who only ditched her. And I didn't lose him. Yeah, this is where I'm at. Do I want to? Yeah, let's just go for here. It's absolutely worth it. Two, and then from here on out I can make it, yeah. You need to play the stages a lot before you can actually remember it. And now what kind of weird jumps you can do. Speaking about weird jumps, this stage. Moving Melter. Actually, the name of the stage means so much to me right now. Because at the end of the stage, there's a giant, I don't know, like pillars castle that's just falling down. And it's going towards the end barrel, and we can make a really funky jump that I want to show off. So as long as I don't get hit often enough, that should be some good content.
We have a $1 donation from Woo 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 that says Woo Woo Woo, which I think means that we now have a Woo Woo Woo, and we can Woo 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 in chat.
Thank you so much.
That sound no longer has any meaning, but you know. CJ, get on it.
I will redeem the woo 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 whenever it's there. And after the stage. I got hit. Oh, that's a big oh no. I went out of the barrel quick. Oh no, now I can show it off because I need Diddy for that. Anyway, if you look at this little area that I'm at, and it only took me so long to actually know, but we are actually dripping in the lava and we're going to the right. Meaning that the gold barrel is like right next to us. And we're going to it. So normally I would have rolled already. Good enough. There it is, the woo woo woo. I've done all 3 of those.
You've completed the whole set.
This is for all the little monkeys out there. Wait, do you even get Diddy here? Because I will be honest, I don't know the speed strats for this stage without. Oh. Okay, no Diddy. Well, doesn't matter. At least I have a banana juice. There we go. Welcome back. There is Miss New Super Lucky Tail. Come back to pretty much the end of the run. Speaking of which, time is coming up in, let's say, 4 minutes from now. That is so much underestimate.
Well, who could have anticipated that the game would actually run properly on the new console?
I know, right? I submitted the game before the Switch 2 was out, so I didn't know.
No, I mean, it's great that it does, but you know, that's just how it is. We're all cool. I'm happy that you're getting a good time.
The best of times. Yeah, waiting for that guy. Again, doing this without Diddy Kong is a little bit different for me. But I guess everyone has that. That just happens every now and then. Managed to get a hit once, I believe. No, not even getting hit. There we go. Alright. Time is in 3 minutes from now. No, it's not fixing the Switch. Most Switch games are really good on itself. Just this game was definitely developed for the Switch too, because the loads on the normal Switch every load had 10 seconds extra loads compared to this. It's not beautiful. And something we were actually talking about earlier is Pokemon Scarlet Violet. Those games are playable now. And I applaud that. But we're starting off the final boss fight with a little section of this. And number 5. Yeah, now they're actually enemies and things I actually have to like do not hit. One more thing going from left to right, and now I can stay at the top. Because now we're going into the final boss fight with Tiki Tong. In this cutscene, you will actually see that all of the all the bananas were to go into making these hands. Kind of weird. So is there so many of Andross fights from Nintendo? A lot of hands and
So many hand bosses.
Yeah.
So many hand bosses.
Godon.
Andross.
Yeah.
You got Mario 64 in the pyramid.
iRock, yeah.
You've got the Wham Bam Rock from Kirby.
Yeah.
You've got, which of course is the basis for Master Hand. And
Yeah.
then when you get Master Hand and Crazy Hand in Smash Brothers. And then the other one in Wind Waker.
Godon,
Bongo
yeah.
Bongo. Yep, there it is. Mario Galaxy had Bouldergeist. There's one in Mario Odyssey too. It's just a fallback for them.
Well, he hasn't laughed at me for so long. Well, now you don't have any hands anymore. Okay, so this part is also relatively random. He can attack me again. He can, actually. Okay, and now he will do a few attacks before I can attack him again. So get ready on the timer button. Yeah, this is not the first hand boss. Also not the last one, fortunately. Yeah. There we go. 3, 2, 1, time. That is a 1:48:45 in my books.
Fantastic. PB?
No, sadly not. Because of the what happened in Music Madness. If it weren't for that,
Got it.
probably would have.
Fantastic run regardless. Nice work.
Yeah, thank you so
fun.
much. Playing this
So,
again,
as
I should probably like reserve a few months to like properly grind this out. Some of the higher level runners are definitely getting some better times in here as well. Now that they feel like practicing again, they can get the time as low as possible.
Yeah, for sure. I see we've already got the shout out going in chat, but where can people find you if they want to see more of you and more of Donkey Kong Country Returns?
If people want to see me, for whatever reason, you can find me on, twitch.tv/Riekelt. I am doing a lot of Leaping Dogs right now, which is Grand Theft Auto Hong Kong, pretty much. I'm actually practicing for Xenoblade again, the original Xenoblade on the Switch as well. And what else am I doing? Some Hollow Knight Rendo with friends, because we're trying to get that into BSG. If you want to see more Donkey Kong Country Returns, there's a lot of really cool runners like Leia Kazuno, Tonkotsu, and if you're watching GDQ, Spike Vegeta is gonna kick some ass over there. Can definitely recommend all of those runners and other people you can find on the leaderboards. Other than that, yeah, if you want some coziness, I'm down to clown. I'm down to hang out. Other than that, credits are really funky, and if I press the A button, you'll actually find out that there is a little golden temple somewhere. But what does that mean? You better play the game yourself, because there's some really fun stages in here, especially on the Switch. They added 7 more stages to this thing.
That's pretty cool. I like that.
Yes, almost feel like DLC. Anyway, I'm not gonna keep us any longer. There's some more Donkey Kong Country coming up. There's some more Speed Dogs. But more importantly, there will be some more Rook for Sable Dragon Rook. Thank you so much for watching. And yeah, just kick me out whenever you can, Damon.
That sounds good. Thank you very much, Riekelt. We really appreciate you. We'll be back very soon with more runs.